One of the world's most polluted rivers flows through Argentina's capital, Buenos Aires, and threatens the health of the city's poorest people. Now, one determined 9-year-old girl and her tenacious mother have decided enough is enough.
Dear
President, I want you to clean the riachuelo because it is full of diseases and it stinks.
And it's making this young girl, who dreams of becoming a painter, teacher or writer, so sick it may have killed those ambitions.
I have a really bad rash.
Luz writes her letter from a tiny house in Buenos Aires, Argentina. Just one block from the Riachuelo River, on a small island with some 5,000 other impoverished people.
I am angry because you don't clean the riachuelo. My name is Luz Maria Cejas. I am 9 years old.
Luz's skin is scarred and blistered. She says her whole body itches. She's become a kind of prisoner, spending most days indoors to avoid the contaminated air and water outside. The Riachuelo River is swollen with lead, chromium and oil, as well as raw sewage from millions of homes and sludge from thousands of industrial plants. The air and the soil are also heavily polluted. Something that these tourists who flock to this nearby attraction, a street called Caminito, are completely unaware of. Cleanups are rare, except when special guests are expected. Today, workmen are busy at the river, because tomorrow the President of Argentina will visit.
Look at these workers. They wear masks while cleaning. They don't give us any masks. They don't even come and ask how we are.
Luz's mother, Marta Quiroga, is determined to deliver Luz's letter to the President. She's desperate to help her daughter.
Luz and her brothers are an example of a family with health issues that are directly related to contamination.
Dr. Luis Ferrero treats Luz and many of her neighbors.
Her problem is the respiratory tract. She gets tired very fast. She has to sleep half-seated. And for the rash, we use the creams and the cortisone.
This relieves her pain for a while, and then it comes back?
Yes, it relieves it, and then it comes back.
Lead from the Riachuelo enters the islander's water supply through leaking pipes, while lead dust can be breathed in or ingested through the mouth. Dr. Ferrero says the pollution is so bad it can lead to permanent brain damage in children like Luz.
This girl, like so many other children, probably has a very high concentration of lead in her blood. And not only lead, cadmium, chromium, and arsenic as well, and lots of other contaminants that are affecting their health.
There's no doubt there's a problem. We just don't know how big the problem is.
And that's why Dr. Luis Roberto Escoto of the World Health Organization says his agency, together with the government, is carrying out a systematic investigation into the long-term impact of this pollution. At the same time, a 1.5 billion 15-year cleanup funded by the World Bank and the Argentine government has begun. But that's not fast enough for Marta and Luz, who say the risk of waiting is too great. They need action now. When President Cristina Kirchner gets out of her limo on her first ever visit to the island, Marta is waiting behind a barricade.
Listen, look how they are cleaning the riachuelo now that you came. We have been waiting so long for this. Do something for us.
Marta calls out to the president and manages to hand her Luz's letter.
We gave the letter to the president, and I hope she will read it and answer and then clean the polluted river.
But Marta's not optimistic, as earlier promises to tackle pollution have failed to produce results. And 3 months after the president's visit, she's disappointed again when there's still no reply to their letter. But she's determined and spends a few precious pesos to travel to the president's residence.
They told me the letter must have got lost. They couldn't find it in the archives. They told us to write another letter asking the same thing, and the president will read it.
Marta's frustration is palpable, but despite all the letdowns, she has no intention of giving up.
I will continue to fight for the river. Maybe I won't see it myself, but my children or my grandchildren will. They will see a clean river.